So, our topic today is halo-halo. It's a very popular dessert in the Philippines. So, I'd like to share to you how it's properly pronounced. So, when you go there, you will sound like a native speaker. So, just like the English language, we have A, E, I, O, U for our vowels. However, we pronounce them differently. Um, in the Philippines or in Tagalog, you would pronounce this A, E, I, O, U. So, if you see letter A in a word, you would sound A. If you see O, then you would sound O, not O, but O. So, this word is not pronounced halo, halo, but it's halo, halo. But also notice that I stop abruptly at the end of the second halo, because in the Philippines we have what we call impit. Okay, impit, it means that you have to stop abruptly at the end of the word. Now, if you read Tagalog, you won't see this impit sign anymore because we only did that when we were in elementary. So, again, say halo halo. If you can't do it, you just punch yourself in the stomach. Halo halo. Okay, so I created a link below. If you want to learn a little bit more Tagalog words, and here's what I discussed. So we have salamat. So you pronounce it salamat, not salamat, which means thank you. Kumusta means how are you. Po, just something we add at the end of the word or a phrase to show respect to elders mainly. So you could say kumusta po. Now, in response to kumusta, you could say mabuti. Okay, again, mabuti, which means fine or I'm fine. So check the link below if you want to learn more Tagalog words. Thank you. So this is halo-halo. Halo-halo is one of the favorite desserts in the Philippines. In fact, if you think of halo-halo, you think of the Philippines. However, some countries in Southeast Asia are saying that halo-halo is not from the Philippines. Well, yes and no. The idea of having a dessert with shaved ice and beans and milk with sugar was actually introduced to the Philippines by Japanese. So, but they only have that simple ingredients in it. In my reading, there was this Filipino woman who actually started the halo-halo, and she had the idea of putting different ingredients in it. However, it's actually more symbolic than just putting ingredients in it. As you can see, these are not just ingredients you can find in the Philippines. You have ice cream right here on the top, which is from United States. There's a flan, which is from Spain. There's garbanzos beans, which is from, I think, India or maybe Middle East somewhere. And we have our ube, which is purple yam. There's also other types of beans here that I couldn't see it now, but you will also find these green candy-like, it's covered. Now it's covered with purple or ube ice cream. Things right here, it's gelatin. It's actually made of seaweed. And then you also have this red thing, it's called kaong. It's a type of palm. So it's a palm fruit. So the idea is, like what I said, putting all different cultures in the dessert. Therefore, I think it's from the Philippines because the idea is from a Filipina putting all these things together. So in that sense, it started in the Philippines. Now, the idea of having shaved ice as a dessert is not from the Philippines, but having all these ingredients, the idea of having all these ingredients from different countries is from the Philippines. So my conclusion, halo-halo is from the Philippines. Okay, the other issue that I'd like to discuss is the definition of halo-halo. Now, if you go talk to a Filipino, they'll say, oh, halo means mix, so halo-halo is mix. Well, again, that I would flat out say no. Because halo-halo is more of an adjective than a verb. Because when you say halo-halo, it's like a mixture. Like, or something that got mixed, something that's mixed up already. So let me give you an example. So if you have white clothes and your colored clothes, you put them together, what we say is halo-halo na, or naghalo-halo na, or halo-halo. So that's what it means. That's what this thing means. It's halo-halo. It's a mixture. It's already mixed up. It's mixed up with different ingredients. So to me, it's more of, it's not a verb. It's not mix. It's a mixture. So to me, well, what it should be really defined as a mixture of different ingredients instead of saying mixed. Okay, so a segue to that would be because it's defined by most Filipinos as mixed, therefore people are thinking, well, maybe I should mix it, which a lot of Filipinos would do before I eat it. Well, me, it depends on my mood. Sometimes I would eat it this way, and sometimes I would like to taste the ingredients on the top, like this. Enjoy it. Enjoy the ice cream. Enjoy the flan. And enjoy the ube. And then in the end, I'll be left with the beans and the green gelatin that I showed you earlier. And that's how I sometimes would enjoy it. And sometimes I would just like eat it like this, mix it. So there you go. This is a great dessert, really excellent when it's hot because there's shaved ice in it. And I would like you guys to try it and see what you think. Thank you.